Good morning. I made it back up the canyon and back to my trail sign. And I am heading back down the way I came to Fresno Canyon. Because water is a sure thing down there, and that's what I'm lacking. Imagine that. Being in the desert, hurting for water. So that's the plan. Toodle on back down there. I decided to come out to the overlook. And that's it. Can't barely see anything. There's a little water down there. Maybe it's going off a waterfall. I mean, it's a good view. All right, I'm heading down there to water that's accessible. This is looking back at where I camped. There's that giant cottonwood. Right behind that is a dry waterfall. Not sure if you can hear that, but lots of water. I walked down into their ways because it looked like there might be water, but did not find any. Super thick though, so it may be hiding in there somewhere. That's flowing water. I found some not too far down from where I was poking around those bigger trees. It's flowing out down below. We're saved. That is the small falls I just got water out of. Right up there. And then this is Madrid. And you can hear water flowing. Lots of water down there. But since I found water, I can go back to my original itinerary, which was to walk on top of the rim. So, I think I'm gonna do it. If I can find this trail intersection, which was a problem last night, but it's around here somewhere, so I think I'm gonna do it. Walk across the rim. This is the region of the trail intersection to head towards the Chorro Vista campsite and then head further north on the rim. But there's no signs. And I just came over that little saddle right there. And there's trail going that way, and there's trail that's down here and heading in sort of the right direction. And this is the one I kept going on last night and turned around and went back to here and got on the other trail. So I think this is the trail I should be on, but it's in the vicinity of the intersection on the map. That's a fantastic mesa right there. Ooh, okay. But not exactly the intersection on the map. It's at least on my CalTopo. But this is going in the right direction-ish, so heading out. All right, I am now on the blue line. And there's this cairn, this one, and then a trail that goes that way that would hook up with the trail I was on to go to the overlook. And it looks like this trail this way. So maybe that is the intersection. It seems like there's a lot of trails but they're marked with rocks, so it's kind of confusing. But hopefully this is it. And the trails are all super faint. Like if there weren't rock cairns, you wouldn't know. And I definitely don't recommend doing them in the dark, because you would be lost in a minute. I think we're good. I see rocks. 100 more yards and 3 rock piles. Trail that way. Trail that way. I don't know. Not on the map. Found this sign laying on the ground. I think it belongs in that pile of rocks. Don't know which way it should be pointing though. I think my trail goes that way, but checking the map. This is slow going. Lots of checking the map. I found the trail and she is wide open now. Made it up a little climb. And I think this is kind of an old road bed, because there's a lot of rock clearing out on the sides. And I am cruising now. Still making my way to the Chorro Vista campsite turnoff. Should be coming up soon, I hope. I have made it to the parking area. And in state park fashion, just a little clearing big enough to turn around. But a map. Oh, I am here. Okay. Had to orient myself. Yeah. Going this way. And then go. That's the Chisels, way out there on the horizon. That's pretty cool. Should be the Chisels Vista Camp. I think there is a Chisels Vista Camp somewhere. Probably up here on this plateau. I am about a mile from the Mexicano overlook. And then I head down into that canyon where hopefully there's water. But it is mildly chilly with the breeze right now, which is wonderful. Got pretty cold last night, probably 40s. And I brought my 40-degree quilt, so whoops. A little bit chilly, but it's supposed to be like high of like 60 the next couple days, so should not be as hot as yesterday was. Hopefully. Love it up here. You can see forever. Flat irons. Chisels. I haven't seen any other humans besides the bikers on the bike trail. So also very pleasing. Mexicano Falls. It was a bare drip when I was there last month, and it looks like it hasn't improved any. But there's still some pools down there. And it is a pleasure cruise to walk to the bottom of. Like night and day difference from Madrid Falls. And I believe my trail is heading out that away. I came from over there. Lots of short, steep, gravelly ups and downs. Not my favorite, but I made it. And now I'm in this giant wash that feeds Mexicano Falls. And I'm hoping there's a little bit of water somewhere. Whoa. I see why the trail goes up and over. I think I could make it up there. But I'm hoping for water at the base of this thing. That would solve the search for water. Uh-oh. Not looking good. Wah, wah, wah. Boo. Nothing. All right, well, I think I might climb this thing. See what's up there. One level up, and I found water. Pretty scummy though. Hopefully I can get through this way. Couldn't possibly be impassable. I have made it to a tiny bit of flowing water in this canyon. In this massive cottonwood. It just laid right down. Now I got some flood damage up there. Pretty scary. I'm gonna find a good spot to get water. Take a break. This is the deepest. And there's super shallow flow over there. I think this is gonna have to do it. My next issue. Immediately after that water stop, there's no trail. There's supposed to be a trail, goes up that way, to get up and out of this wash. There isn't. Nowhere to be found. So I think I'm gonna try to go up that way. Looks gentle. More gentle than going up this thing, so I'm gonna try that way, see what happens. All right, I tried to go through there. Got absolutely destroyed by thorns. So I'm calling that impassable. And it looks to be more of the same, just all along here. So, my option is to head down this wash and see if I can go up a little bit further down. This is a state park, by the way. And it is destroying me right now. Whew. All right, I am rethinking my entire life. Because, let's see where we're at here. This, ooh, fingers look rough, does not exist to get out of here. There's something going on right here. So I may walk down the wash and see if there's a trail that kind of cuts up. But I'm already way late and there's no way I'm gonna make it. And then right in, shut up, back down. Like that was gonna be today. And there is no possible way. So I keep going, and Cal Topo says there's a trail from here back down to the road. But I have walked this little wash, and it is rough as anything. So I'm not sure that's the truth or not. So if I kept going, I'd probably do that, just come back around. But, I think I'm gonna have to backtrack and head down to Fresno Canyon somewhere. Just gotta figure out water and camping. Because this is where I came from today, did all that, up, took forever. All right, I'm gonna put this phone down and I am going to think. Well, I'm going back the way I came. Because even if I do just off trail it up out of this canyon, I'm still not going to be able to do what I want to do and get back down in a timely manner. And I got to be back home Tuesday. So, retracing my steps. Gonna see how far I get. And then camp. One of the portales. Well, I'm glad I came back this way. I haven't decided exactly where I'm gonna camp yet. There was a camp I was thinking for night 1 with a possible spring, but who knows if I can get to it, who knows if it's running, but I may stop and try that option. Deer. I missed the sign first time through. I think I'm gonna check out this little mesa over here. I think there's a trail. Looks like there is over there. A little loopy trail, kind of like scenic overlook, so gonna check it out. Found this followed over sign again. This is where I was this morning. I was on my little loop-de-loop. Looks like it goes that way. And then there's a real nice little road here. Looks pretty clear as well. Time to look at the map. Well, I found my spring. And 1,000 feet below, looks like there might be water. Man, story of my life. I think I am going to set up camp somewhere around here. This drain is definitely dry, so live with what I have. Crawford Smith house. And the rest of the world. Pretty good view. It's super windy though, so camp is about 40 yards back away. Kind of tucked in a little cove. Well, hopefully I will be down there tomorrow. I'm attempting a very serious windbreak. We'll see how it goes. Good night, world.